I was probably the best pure scorer ever in the history of the game, because I was pretty equipped. When I think about it, I'm just saying, like,
Could you pull up from the elbow?
I need to be in this conversation.
Could you pull up from the elbow?
I got all that.
Could you knock down the three?
All that.
Could you back him down?
Three-point contest champ.
Could you turn around?
All of that. Post ups.
Could you dunk?
All of that.
We're witnessing one of the greatest lies ever told. Paul Pierce, a man nicknamed The Truth, just stood up and told the biggest basketball lie since Ben Simmons can shoot. Buckle up, because for the next 10 minutes, we're about to clown, roast, and remind Paul why the only thing pure here is his pure delusion. So here's what went down. Paul Pierce goes on record, chest puffed out, saying, "I was probably the best pure scorer in the history of the NBA." Pause. Take a breath. Let that marinate. The history of the NBA. Not just Boston. Not the 2000s. Not I had a decent jumper once. Nah. History. Wilt? Jordan? KD? Nah. Paul Pierce says, move over. The king has arrived. One fan summed it up perfectly. He's not even a top 50 scorer of all time. Another said, for a guy nicknamed The Truth, he sure does lie a lot. And that's the theme today. Paul Pierce, The Truth. Or the tall tale? Now, I'm not here to disrespect the man's career. He's a Hall of Famer, NBA champ, Finals MVP, clutch moments. All facts. But best pure scorer? Bro, what was he smoking? One Savage fan broke it down better than any analyst. Paul Pierce was also a better shooter than Curry, better post player than Hakeem, better defender than Rodman, and a better player than LeBron, Kobe, and MJ combined. Oh, and he could beat Usain Bolt in the 100 meme and Phelps in the 200-meter butterfly. Did I miss anything? Nope. That's the Pierce Propaganda Starter Pack. Delusion 100. Legacy Boost Infinite. Let's talk numbers. Paul Pierce's career points per game, 19.7. Not bad, but Kobe, 25. Jordan, 30. 27. LeBron, 27. Melo, 22.7. Even T-Mac, 19.6, and he only had knees for half his career. You want to know how scorers say goodbye? Kobe drops 60. D-Wade drops a triple-double. Dirk gives you a double-double on 1 foot. Meanwhile, Paul Pierce in his farewell game scored almost 0. 0 is how many people outside Boston called him the best pure scorer, too. One fan put it simply, this dude thinks he's better than D-Wade. Let's talk about that. Wade didn't just score. He slashed, dunked, danced through defenses in the toughest era for guards. And Pierce, he could dribble in slow motion. Another fan said, he's definitely a better scorer than Jordan. But let's be real, KD, LeBron, and maybe even Melo were on a different level when it comes to pure scoring versatility and efficiency. Nice confidence from Pierce, though. Gotta respect the delusion. That's the thing. We do respect it. Paul's confidence is so bulletproof, he probably looks at Curry shooting 43% from 3 and goes, yeah, I invented that. You know how you spot a legend? When they say goodbye, the whole league stands still. Kobe got a farewell tour. D-Wade got one. Dirk got one. Duncan didn't want one, but still got the respect. Pierce? Nada. One fan roasted him best. The best pure scorer got no farewell tour? When you claim you're the greatest scorer of all time, but no city gives you flowers, maybe you weren't the truth. Maybe you were just a truth. A solid player, a Boston legend. But an all-time pure scorer? Come on, Paul. Look, let's be real. Pierce was him in the clutch. Big shots. Ice in his veins. In Boston, certified killer. But if you walked into any barbershop in America and asked, who's the best pure scorer ever? How many people say Paul Pierce before KD, Kobe, Jordan, or even T-Mac? Exactly. 0. Fans agree. KD, Melo, Kobe, those 3 alone take him out of the top 5 convo. We still got to add Jordan, T-Mac, Bird, Wade. The list goes on. So let's call it what it is. Paul Pierce is the king of delusional self-hype. The man really wakes up, looks in the mirror, and sees a mix of Jordan's fadeaway, Kobe's killer instinct, KD's scoring bag, and Steph's three-point range. Reality check. He had none of that on an elite level, all at once. Great all around? Sure. But the best pure scorer? That's like me saying I'm the best pure athlete in history because I can run to the fridge faster than Usain Bolt. So shout out to Paul Pierce for giving us content. We love the delusion. We love the memes. We love the legacy. But the best pure scorer in NBA history? Bro, stop it. Stop it. If you enjoyed this roast, drop a like, subscribe, and tell me in the comments, who's your real best pure scorer ever? KD? Kobe? MJ? Or is it someone slept on like T-Mac or AI? Let's keep the conversation going. And Paul, if you're watching this, please drop another wild take next week. We need the content. See y'all next time. Stay truthful out there. Unlike Paul.